مرحبا. شي مرة سمعتوا بعالم مختص بالدماغ والأعصاب ودي جي بنفس الوقت؟ اليوم رح نعرفكم على شخص بيجمع الاثنين واسمه جاك لافوازي. جاك اخترع شيء اسمه The Neuromix، مزج بين الموسيقى وعلم الدماغ، وتفاصيل أكثر بهالحديث معه خلال زيارته للمنطقة. Jacques, the DJ, which is, I think it's the first time in my life I meet a scientist and a DJ at the same time. Can you tell us about both personalities?
Yes, they might sound very, very far from each other, but for me it's quite natural. Since I was a kid, I was really passionate about science, but also synthesizers, electronic music. The two extremes, classical music and electronic music. So already synthesizers were this combination of science and music. And then when I started to study human movement science, behavior, brain science, for me it was obvious. Because when you look at the human brain and how people move, how they decide, everything is rhythm. And music is about rhythm.
You've been in neuroscience for like 20 years now. Can you tell us about some of the studies that you had, some of the discoveries you've had so far?
The research I conduct is on how our movement, our bodies influence each other. The way we move is going to influence the way we decide, for example. So we started by measuring very accurately the movement of people, just like you would do it for video games, you know, when you have this character, you put little markers here and there. And we managed to identify how people synchronize to each other. When they move in rhythm, at some point, even if you don't tell them to do so, people tend to synchronize. If we talk for a long time, my rhythm of talking is going to match yours and reciprocally. We conducted research that revealed that when people move in unison, they have a tendency to trust each other more when they make economic decisions. This is what has driven my bridge from the lab to real life. Is at some point, after studying for more than 10 years human brain and behavior, I started to ask myself, how can I help people? And I've always thought that a good way to help people is to help them be happy.
Who is your biggest influence when it comes to music?
So there are three influences, definitely. For the music itself and the emotion is Bach. There is, for me, nothing better than Bach in terms of music. As a kid, a fan of synthesizers, I was a big fan of Jean-Michel because he was doing huge shows, electronic music. It was amazing. And then I belong to the generation that is lucky enough to have witnessed Daft Punk emerging. Neuromix is about using cutting-edge technology that we have for recording brain activity and to interface it with all the elements that make electronic music. You can control synthesizers, you can control VJing in clubs, and you can even create art with your brain. So what we do is we put portable brain scans that did not exist 5 years ago, that are now affordable and portable. We put them on clubbers and we interface the way they react, their emotion, the activity of their brains with the light show. What we do as well is, in a cooler atmosphere, more loungy, have a lounge DJ set or live electro music with people using the brain headset in order to create art. We've got apps that allow you to draw with your mind. So people create art, which is already very entertaining. Then we print it and we auction it for some charities. This is the brain headset that we're using during the Neuromix. So it's very light. We put it on people's heads and it records the electrical activity of the brain, sends it wirelessly to a computer with apps that are transforming the signal in something very realistic. So you could see brainwaves, very geeky, or you can create something that is more arty. My dream is for the Neuromix to be the ultimate sensory experience, because you will be stimulated from all over the place.
هذا كان باختصار The Neuromix. اعطونا رأيكم فيه عبر مواقع التواصل الاجتماعي اللي عم تظهر قدامكم على الشاشة، وأنا بشوفكم بكرة.